What's up, everyone? I'm Mike from movers.com, and I'm here doing an interview with Jeremy, the operations manager for Moving Buddies.
Move Buddies is a locally owned and operated company, and we really pride ourselves on going above and beyond with the customer service and pricing that customers can understand, and a clean reputation with all the insurances that you would come to expect out of a high-rated local mover.
So what specific services does your company provide your customers?
Yeah, most definitely. We do local move-in anywhere throughout the state of Georgia, and then we can also move you anywhere on the East Coast. We don't go anywhere on the West Coast, but we do stay on the East Coast. And we also offer pack-in and load-in services for shipping containers for international work and leads. And we can do your pack-in, and then we can also load or unload just a simple moving truck. If you decide to save a little money and do the move yourself, we can also assist you through that manner also.
So on your site, we saw this section about move mommies. Could you explain that a little more for us?
Having been in the industry for almost 2 decades, one thing that I've found over the years is that a woman's touch never fails. And on that premise, that's how we built the Move Mommies model, where we found a lot of our customers tended to be more comfortable with the better half of all of us being in their home packing. It seems that the mommies tend to have a little more appreciation for the breakables than, say, your regular movers. It's something that our customers have really, it's had great reviews, and we've gotten some recognition from some other organizations just for going above and beyond and saying, okay, some stuff is just, a mover is a mover and a packer is a packer. A lot of folks just think a mover can do it all, but in retrospect, they're two separate trades and they need to be treated separately, trained separately, and it's that kind of quality that we want to bring to our customers' homes. Move Buddies, being in the Savannah area, we are a newer company compared to some of the companies that have been around 20, 30 years. We just haven't been around that long. We've only been around a few years, but in that few years, we've managed to do what no other mover in town has done. As all your big services like Angie's List, Yelp, we are the highest rated. No one else in town even comes close to our ratings, and that just shows we put customer service first. You're not just a number. You're not dialing an 800 number and getting 10 different people that are going to pass you around till you get the answer you want when a customer service issue does arrive, because unfortunately in our industry they do tend to arise a little more than most other industries, and it's not the problems that I think make a company. It's how they approach the problem, solve the problem, and their timeliness response to the problem. And doing that has created a stellar reputation for us in town over the years that we've kept and we plan on maintaining. There's no price to put on it. We will always have the best reputation in town. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we love our school teachers, our police officers. And we offer a discount for any public servant. You just mentioned that where you work at here in the city or anywhere else in the nation. And military, Savannah, Georgia, we got Fort Stewart right up the street from us. Yeah. It's very, very important to us. Our military is extremely important to our livelihood and to the image and of who Move Buddies is, and they've really helped spread the word. And we offer a 10% for any military, and senior discounts are very important too. We do a lot of senior moves, and we just want folks to know with these discounts that we appreciate it, and to hone in our appreciation, we're offering you this discount. I would say I didn't choose to get in the moving industry. The moving industry chose me. I had started loading trucks when I was a teenager, loading U-Hauls and Penske trucks on the side, and at an early age, I said it was rewarding work. It felt good. I hadn't quite found my knack in life, and it was good to be able to go into a home, move everything, amaze the customer, pack a truck right, unload it. It's all in the same condition that it left in. People work too hard for their stuff not to provide that kind of service, and it just kind of grew from there. Eventually, we got into trucks and more locations, and it's been great. I've been part of the Move Buddies team. I was actually a former owner of Move Buddies years ago, and now I have the pleasure of being the operations manager. And you don't just have people that work in the office here that just work in the office. I've had tons of field of experience, do tons of training, go to the EMSA conventions every year. I know and love my trade, and we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk over here. Oh, there's been so many. We've probably the strangest one. Actually, this was really recently. It was a few weeks ago. It was an apartment complex. And you go into an apartment complex and you don't expect to usually see stately items. But this gentleman in an apartment, in a 2-bedroom apartment, had a 4-foot by 2-foot by 12-foot fish tank with stingrays. It had the whole kit and caboodle. So we were actually there on site. We had to arrive there at 5:30 in the morning. Each fish has to be put into a bin with regulators to give them air so that they can breathe on their trip to Atlanta from Savannah. And then there was a painstaking process of emptying out almost 1,000 gallons of salt water or lightly salted water into barrels, loading it on the truck because that water, it's a water that the fish is used to. It's an environment. So when you move a fish to a new environment, as crazy as it sounds, I've actually went through a training course on this. There's 2 things you want to do with your fish. You want to try to put them in the same water as their old location, and you want to keep that temperature a little warmer than normal for the simple fact that fish can go into shock, and anything that can make their environment seem more same increases the likeliness that there'll be no loss of fish. As corny as that sounds, that's what we do over here at Move Buddies. You just pick up the phone, give us a call. It's really great here because even after hours, normal business hours, we understand people get off work late, work third shift, only have time on the weekends to research their movers. We're really available pretty much all the time. Sometimes on the weekend we might miss a call, but between me, the owner, and one of our employees, the phones rotate out to cellulars on the weekend, so we're able to answer your questions pretty much whenever you need. And you can go right on our website and set up a free in-home estimate right on our website, and we'll send you back a confirmation email with a time, and one of our estimators will come out. He'll do a nice little survey. He'll get all that information back to myself. I put my eyes on every move that goes through Move Buddies, and then I'll get back with you and either call you or email you, whatever's more convenient, and we can talk about what's best for you, not only budget wise but for sanity. Moving can be a stressful situation, and we found that there's different approaches that can just make stuff a lot less headache free, and that's what our main goal is. Do your research. I hear lots of complaints every year. There are rogue movers out there. They are gentlemen that aren't licensed. There's gentlemen that are not insured. I've heard some of the biggest horror stories of sex offenders in people's homes. People with just backgrounds that would just scare you. And, at the end of the day, yes, the moving company is in the wrong, but, a consumer needs to take the time and do their research. They need to go to movers.com and do some research and see what people have left reviews. They need to check their Angie's List. They need to check their Yelp, and they need to ask for proof of insurance. You call a mover and he's like, yeah, we got workman's comp. Yes, we got cargo coverage. And then a truck flips over or someone breaks a leg on your property and you're getting sued or out money. And that's all you had to do was just ask your mover for the proof of insurance. And a mover should never get defensive of that question. And if they do, you just need to tell them to have a nice day and move on to the next inquiry for finding the right professional to move your stuff. We love to talk moving. Give us a call anytime, 912-208-5001 or www.movebuddies.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Facebook.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeremy, for talking about your company with us, and good luck on all your future moves.
Thank you, Mike.